Hi everyone! Mason, do you want to say hi?
Hi.
Yes, so today I decided to change the angle of the camera, and do let me know in the comment box whether it's annoying or whether you actually prefer it, because for me it's a lot more comfortable, but I'm not sure whether you find this comfortable, so let me know. And obviously you get to see a bit of my messy desk, of what's going on there, and my teacup over here. Naturally I try to just show exactly what I'm doing, but maybe you prefer it that way and get to see a few of my art supplies here. So what I thought I'll do today is desperately trying to get some art done. It's a Friday that I'm filming on. I'm not sure if I will post this video today or maybe next week, but basically for a whole week I haven't been able to do much, and so here is what I'm gonna do. I decided to pull out a book from my one of my book cabinets, and it's called, let me just tilt it so you see, so it's called Frida Garden. If you are interested in the actual book and you want to see the kind of like a review slash flip through, then let me know, and I can film that video for you. Now, Frida is just such an inspiring character. A lot of artists create illustrations based on her, and so I thought that's what I will do today. So I'm going to be working off this picture. By the way, if the video is a little bit overexposed, that's because it's actually very dark and grey outside, so I'm trying to play with the light a little bit. So this picture is from the end of the book on page 122, and she's got some beautiful flowers. I forgot the name of them, but they must be quite common in Mexico, I assume, but I saw a lot of them in Turkey. They're like, that's the flower you get, and a lot of hedges around the main entrance door, something like that. They're beautiful. They come in different colors. So, and then she's got some nice earrings here. Obviously, her signature look is that bright lip with a monobrow, and that's essentially, and there's also quite a bit of fashion and style in her dress and her accessories, her bracelets and things like that, but I think I will just concentrate on the face today. And my I think what the idea that I have to do it is sort of in this style that I've done from the previous video. So I'm going to, sorry by the way about my grubby nails, I'm going through some major challenges at the moment, and so yeah, nails is just something I really cannot get done. And so yeah, so I'm going to grab my Sailor, what's this one, Fude De Mannen, I think it's called, a Fude fountain pen, and so yeah, I will leave all the links below. I'm going to start by essentially just looking at the, I'm just checking that you can see it, so just the contour of the face. So I'm going to start with a thinner line, and then perhaps towards the bottom of the face, just thicken it up a little bit by pressing down on it. That's how this pen works. And then I'm going to put an ear right here. So she, her face is tilted, as you can see. It's looking towards the right, and so I'm just going to, so hopefully you can see how easy it is to just create a very thick line here. So that will be the hair, and then I'm just going to sketch out roughly the plate that she has here, this big bit, and then just these kind of flowers I don't want to create anything too detailed, just a few petals like so, and that's it really. I'm thinking of the shape where I want it to come out a bit more and sometimes a bit less. Okay, so that's done. I'm going to go into the lip, so that's about it. And I think the idea of this illustration style is that you try to create abrupt lines by suggesting certain things, but without really going into too much detail. So you let the imagination of the viewer take over. So I'm just trying to mimic her eyebrow shape and then just connect it in the middle. And then I'll give her that bit of a line here and some eyelashes.
I love this.
And then like so. So this pen is great for this a type of style because you just, all you need to do is just rotate your fountain pen, and that's what you basically get, like so. Wherever you want it thicker, you just push it on the side or on like down. I hope that makes sense. And that is it. So I'm going to give her a neck and leave it at that. So I'm quite happy how this worked out. I'm just going to go in and kind of do this. So this paper, this is Tomoe River. It does take a remarkable amount of ink, as you can see, no bleeding through whatsoever. So at this point, obviously the color is missing. So the color will happen once once I start placing in the lips and the color of the flowers. So I will leave it at that, and I think already with the monobrow you can kind of start telling that it is Frida. There we go. I think that looks a little bit better. Just going to elongate her lashes, make her a little more feminine, because she's quite a feminine character. Okay, I'm going to leave it at that, and then, so basically, if I just lay my illustration without trying to knock over what's on the right, there you go. So if I look at my watercolors, the closest pink that I can think of is this pink for the flowers, and a mix between these two for the lip. So let me get my brush out. If you can see what's going on, but might be a good thing or a bad thing. I also had to move my microphone around, so instead of facing me, it's a little bit on the right, so I don't know how the sound is going to record, so pardon me if it's if it comes out as a rubbish filming. But yeah, so let's start with the lovely flowers over here. So I've got this color here, which is the Daniel Smith Rhodonite Genuine. I really absolutely love this pink. Now I have to say to you that the the ink that I used in the fountain pen is a water soluble, so you can see it moves quite a bit here. But for this I quite like it because what happens here quite naturally is that once it comes in contact with water, it actually is a very beautiful thing. So I like that for this reason. So I'm going to show you like that, and you can see here when it comes with water it sort of dilutes into this milky kind of greyish bluish color, which you can use to your advantage and just create lovely kind of shading. So basically as quick as this I created some lovely shades, and it has taken it to another level. I have to say I really am loving this new style of mine, which someone, one of my viewers left a comment, and I thought it's so true, that it seems that from that kind of, you know, a desperate attempt of art making, where I'm kind of losing my inspiration and things like that, from that it seems that I have found something good, which I totally agree. So here with just a few brush strokes I have created something quite interesting. Okay, so I'm just going to move into her hair. Now she has black hair, but personally I really like using Daniel Smith Payne's grey, which is a very kind of similar color that the ink dilutes into. By the way, I didn't tell you, I got distracted, what ink this is. This is the Waterman ink, and it is fantastic. It's called, well, the color is called Intense Black ink. It's actually depends how thickly you lay it, but it's not that intense. If you are expecting a super black ink, it kind of sometimes looks more like a grey, especially if you dilute it, but it is beautiful. I love this ink so much. Really love it. Okay, so kind of like that. I will leave it at this for the hair, and I left out the pink that she has in her hair just because I didn't want to fuss about it. And now I'm just going into a bit of shading in her neck. So quite literally just touching it like that, and then trying out my brush, and that is it. So for the cheek I will use the same pink that I used for the flowers, and I'm just going to apply it like that. Now it would look much better sort of that muted kind of grey, but I'm taking mostly out so that it looks very faint. And now I'm going to create this very intense lip that she has. So I'm going to go into the Daniel Smith Alizarin Crimson. There will be a link of this palette of mine that I'm using right now. So if you want to see exactly what's in there, you can do. There'll be a list of all the colors. So I'm leaving some, oh my gosh, this angle might not be the best as I thought. I'm leaving some of these highlights in the lips. It just makes it look so different. If you just would color in the entire lip in one color, it just kind of becomes very flat. And just giving that bit of a light or leaving it there, it just all becomes dimensional and glossy looking. So yeah, so I'm quite happy. I'm going to dry it quickly and then come back and we're going to look at it again. Okay, so here it is, nicely dried. And yeah, I absolutely love it. I have to say, it must be one of my favorite illustrations. One thing I want to do is go into that earring and just touch it with a little bit still wet brush and just pull out the color. That's all I'm doing. You can see how beautiful this ink is. It's very, very similar to Payne's grey, isn't it? So this is the watercolor right here, and this is the ink that I then pulled out just with some water, and you can see how similar it is. It's like a bluish grey. Stunning, stunning ink. I absolutely adore it. Now, the line here is a little bit straight, which it is kind of in the picture, and here's her hairline, which I tried to mimic, but I kind of feel like I could just touch it a little bit. There we go. And you see the magic happens. It just takes off that very straight line right there. So yeah, this is my Frida. I hope you enjoyed it, and yeah, that was super fun creating, very quick. So yeah, so I hope you enjoyed it, and let me know again about this angle of work, whether you prefer it or whether you find this mess distracting. Okay, so thanks for watching and see you soon.